ゲームキューブ。目に見えるものだけを信じるな。4つのバイザーを駆使して謎を解き敵を撃て。任天堂ゲームキューブメトロイドプライム。
So, Madhog died dick girl, huh?
I'm sorry! Look, it's just the first thing that came to mind. It was... I don't know why, okay?
You and Mr. Ferris will receive a letter from my lawyer.
What,
in due time.
What, and Demonox is completely innocent of all charges?
Well, it did not come up with the name of the girl, did he? Or the she-male, if you will.
Well...
If I recall correctly, you came up with Madhog, and Mr. Ferris came up with Die Dick Girl. Demonox was, if anything, is a surprise witness in my case.
Oh gosh.
So anyway, enough with Slave Maker 3, like forever.
Yeah.
And let's go back to Metroid High School.
Yeah, because that's so much better than slave makings.
I'm surprised Samus Aran was not an option in that game, come to think of it.
Actually, she was. It's just that they exaggerated her proportions.
Oh, she was? Oh, well, in that case, I'm surprised Ridley was not an option. Anyway. Yeah, so Metroid High School. We are in the final stretch of the story. We have the last 2 chapters to slug through. So let's do that. And we start off immediately with yet another outrageously long Author's Notes that once again occupies the space of the freaking fanfiction.net bar of the previous and next button and all that. It's just, once again, invasion of the private space of the bar. It's oh, and by the way, the title of the chapter is Election Insurrection.
Wow, 2 words that go well together like peanut butter and jelly jams.
Much like a nation domination.
We are the nation. A domination.
Domination.
Nation. A domination.
Domination.
Nation.
A domination. Except.
Oh gosh. That was...
the 90s. Anyway. Okay, Author's Notes. Oh, this is going to hurt.
Alright, just get through this. We got through Tara Gillespie's madness, so...
They were not this long.
Really? I could have sworn one of them was.
This is an entire paragraph worth of author noting.
It's a novel right now.
Hello! Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say hello!
More like hello!
Okay, I'm so sorry that I took so long to write again. Thanks for everyone staying the course. Staying the course.
As in the main course of our dinners?
And remembering the story. We could not forget the story even if we tried.
Yeah, it was something to do with cholera and footballs and Samus being good with the balls.
And once.
Yes.
All of the ones.
So many ones you might as well get a restraining order on them.
Also, Mother Brain is a mother in more ways than one, as we discovered.
That was amazing.
Oh gosh. That's so cool! 52 reviews! Even bads are good! Okay.
What, is that like bad publicity is good publicity?
Oh, Vince McMahon wrote this story. It was actually a botched angle for one of his storylines.
Which had no wrestling whatsoever.
He co-wrote it with Vince Russo. At the end of it, the whole feud was going to be resolved with a match between Samus Aran and Ridley. It was going to be a divorce notification on a pole match. Inside endgame boxes. And in the other 3 boxes out of 4, there were a football and Samus Aran's panties, because why not?
And a Metroid.
And the cholera. Like, all of it inside a box. You open the box, you get the cholera. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of things happened since last time. Lots of things happened last time. The force you must use. And I'm sorry, it's been a time.
I'm sorry, it's been a time.
Cervantes and I aren't internet dating only friends now, but we're still happy and it's pretty cool. He still wants people to read things and he's going to have new stuff soon, so check it out.
Yeah.
Also, Eve taken new classes like special English. Yes, English for special people.
Special English.
For special people, I do. And I can see how special that English is in this sentence. Special English to learn new words. Should I feel bad making fun of this individual? I'm starting to think she might have Down syndrome.
I have no idea what she has. I mean, it could very well be me for all I know, since I've had something similar to this.
Also, how old is she? And even make some up. Okay, learn new words and even make some up. And you can't teach that. My friends made a new law that we can't use said anymore in stories, so there's more spice and less crap. If you catch the drift, it's not so much as a drift as it is a blatant statement.
Yeah.
That I cannot comprehend, but that's besides the point. Also, Eve learned more politics and understandings from Cervantes, so they'll be referencing to today's issues, which by the time this finished up in 2009, they will be incredibly outdated. If you notice, because they're hidden. This chapter's dedicated to sarcasm, because even though you're not being real and mean, the joke's on you because you wrote a nice review, even though you're mean, so ha. That's it. That's it. I'm done. Good night.
Wait, what? You did. Madhog? What was it do? How many times are we going to do this, I wonder now I think about it. I wonder if we should have a counter for this sort of thing, where basically one of us decides to stand up and leave the room.
He came back from Paraguay. He had a soul-searching trip. He found a lot of stuff about himself, and he's now ready to take on the world. Where were we again?
We're starting up the chapter of Metroid High Chapter.
Madhog is done.
No, come back here.
This is straight up Tara Gillespie level of nonsense writing.
Yes.
My God.
I'm having...
A 5-year-old must have written this. Jeez.
I'm having deja vu.
I'm learning special English to learn new words and even make some up. Jesus.
Yeah, as I said, I'm having deja vu about all this.
This still is a lot more innocent than my Immortal was.
Yeah, because we had, thingies going into you-know-what. Also, the least insulting thing to come out of this, no Tom Bombadil.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Tom Bombadil. Anyway, Chapter 7, Election Insurrection. Samus Aran, what the hell? Miss Chozo freaked out at the teen. By the way, the Samus Aran what the hell sentence is not within quotes.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also reminds me of my Immortal.
Yep. All the hallmarks.
Samus had powers, but not mind control, so she couldn't figure the deal. I couldn't figure the deal this sentence even if you paid me and I had mind control. Unfortunately, the deal was clear because you just said a second ago that she couldn't figure the deal. And now the deal is clear. What is the deal with that deal? What's the deal with this deal? Is the deal clear or is it not clear? And what's the deal with everything?
I think basically it's saying that Samus doesn't get the deal, but the deal is right in front of her face, but she still can't get the deal because the deal is trying to give her the deal.
But the bar. Is the deal right?
Can we switch for another box?
Actually, no, that was the Price is Right, so the pun doesn't work with that. But you get the idea. Anyway, the deal was clear because Samus had a D in Histoiro.
Histoiro?
It's the new Generation 8 Pokemon. A new starter. Histoiro.
Oh, I get it. It's history and toys together. That means we get to learn about all the bootlegs of G.I. Joes.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, she had a D in Historio, and Chozo was a major. Going off the power or something. Her mother is a major, so...
Oh, gosh.
Get down, soldier! Give me 50 push-ups. Or something. Samus, this is unacceptable! Under this house, you must succeed, or there will be capital punishment!
Are you serious?
Capital punishment. No less. Jeez. Samus' household is harsh.
No wonder she went for Ridley.
Samus de facto mom venged.
That's a word. That's
a sentence.
Yeah.
Samus de facto mom venged. You make sense of this.
I'd rather not.
I'm telling to the audience.
Yes, but I'm saying it anyway.
Samus wanted to be a teen and descend and eye roll, but she was afraid of her legal guardian and didn't want to make moves that would make things mad, or she wouldn't be able to go to the mall with Helen and Mandy anymore. And what about even boys? Okay, did the fanfiction's collective intelligence suddenly dropped from -5 to -80 in the span of a chapter? What's going on here?
I have no idea other than Mom's here, angry, and then there's stuff going on, and then nothing.
Okay, here's the deal. There is no transition to the stupidity. Back when we read My Immortal, we saw the fanfiction slowly but decisively degenerate from bad to worser. But in here, we started off this chapter looking and spelling a hell of a lot worse than it used to in the previous chapters up until now. I mean, there is not even a smidget of an attempt to write coherent sentences anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point there.
Jeez. This was written in the span of 3 years.
That's a long time to be writing.
I mean, it started off in 2006 and ended up in 2009. Okay, you'll think of something. Samus Kauswald. As she ran off to classes, leaving Choso Mom, in a dust bowl. Minorities! Miss Choso backslashed. What? What does that even mean? What the Are you saying that your adopted daughter is a minority and you are racist towards specific minorities? But if that's the case, why did you even adopt her? What kind of a comment is that?
Also, I just gotta love how it says, leaving Chozo mom in a dust bowl.
Yeah, the mental image is funny. Okay, this fanfiction to me, in my mind, is starting to become like that cartoon by Tex Avery, Rhapsody in Slang, where everything that's said by that guy becomes literal. Like when he says, it's raining cats and dogs, you see this visual of literally cats and dogs raining down the earth.
Yeah.
This is what the fanfiction is becoming in my mind.
So it's become the World of Tex Avery cartoon.
Not as funny. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, and there is a transition to another paragraph, and you know what that means.
The one transitions.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 wah, 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 wah. Inagada Davida, honey.
I like how
Don't you know that I'll always love you?
I like how all your ones at some point basically just degenerated into just a noise.
Pretty much. Inagada Davida, baby.
No, read it correctly.
Don't you know that I'll always be true?
No, that's not what it says. It's in school.
Okay. In school, baby.
There's no baby.
Okay, song aside. In school, hadn't begun, but Samus was taking time to convey the messages to her friends, and it was almost an apocalypse.
Whoa, really? That's that desperate to get the message out?
I know I said this already, but when did this story become my immortal? Seriously. Now it's practically the same thing. On a grammar and syntactical standpoint, it's basically the same story now. I know it's a common thread with all badly written fanfictions to be, badly written and having awful grammar.
Yeah.
But this is a bit eerie, if you ask me. I fully expect Morty McFly to travel back in time at this point.
Yeah.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back in time, Morty. You gotta save the world from terrible fanfiction writing, Morty, and all that. My history D is going to destroy my life.
Wait, your history penis is going to destroy your life?
Okay, I love that the first half of this sentence is in cap locks and the second is not.
Yeah, it's
just my history D is going to destroy my life. That's yeah. Samus exclaimed to everyone in the entire city who heard. Even construction workers dropped. Wow, you killed a bunch of people with your loud mouth.
Wow.
Also, what a random thing to say, construction workers.
Yeah, it's, I thought she was actually in a building, not outside the building.
Oh my god, okay. Do you want to be Amy?
Oh yeah. Okay, dude, it's not the end of the world yet. There still could be time.
Yeah, the world could end tomorrow. What the hell is this?
Steeation.
Steeation controlled Amy.
That makes no sense.
Steeation controlled Amy, who tried her best from turning it into a disaster. But everyone knew a problem. It was only 2 weeks until grades were in. And
2 weeks?
And what was there to do? Questions were stopped because... Questions were stopped because... Then the sentence stops here. It doesn't even have a period. It just floats there in midair. It doesn't know how to continue. It's lost in the ether of nothingness and the void that is the universe.
Questions cannot be answered anymore. Just because. That's pretty much what I gathered from this.
Oh my head. I did not sign up for this. Why did this happen?
Because you had a brain aneurysm.
Why did this chapter happen? Why did it become so bad? I mean, this is making me miss the Samus joins the football team prequel one. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Are we actually still in the prequel?
No, I think this is back to the present time. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Someone called Yokoi here, so...
it's the principal.
Yeah.
Hello and slip dippling cop flop clipping slip ditch fizzle slits.
What?
Speaking of brain aneurysm, Principal Yokoi embarrassed. He tried to be teen by speaking an alien language never known to man. This is the same language displayed in Mars Needs Moms.
Oh, no.
God damn it. He tried to be teen, but everyone only groaned and logged at his lack of legit, and he was embarrassed, but the news continued. Okay, is Principal Yokoi Dumbledore in disguise?
Also, are Samus and the other students like anchor people now? The ones who do the news?
In other news, the Principal Yokoi is not legit. Everybody should groan and lag at him. Anyway, the news continued. Today, the majority legitator... The majority legitator decided that if anyone in the state becomes class president, that they have an automated A in history. Well, that's convenient.
Well, yeah.
An automated A in history for something that's completely unrelated to history. From experience and leadership. That's not history!
That's not how it works.
That's, at best, that's a lesson of civil rights. That's civil rights class.
Does a civil rights class actually exist?
Oh yeah, we had to study that in high school.
Huh.
Anyway, the principal announced to populists not everyone cared about politic crap, but Samus liked the A clause. Note, clauses are in a constitutional law or something, and it says that things happen like freedom or A's and things, and everybody got AIDS and shit.
Everyone's got AIDS and
Okay,
things.
you do not have the right to teach us about Constitution since you know nothing about it, clearly.
It's just, this seems like nonsense.
This has become so much nonsense.
Unless the First Amendment was just nonsense.
Okay, amendment number A. If you become the president, you get A in a history class. Amendment number 3. Guns for everyone.
And Donald Trump is running, even though he has no clue about history.
You know, they really should have passed that law 200 years ago that says that only humans could become president. we wouldn't have Donald Trump running for elections.
Yeah.
He is clearly Kodos and or Krang in disguise.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, who's talking here?
I have no freaking idea, but I think it's almost an entire paragraph.
I think it might be the same person, so you can, well, continue.
In other news, Class President Camden was impeached yesterday because of stealing school money and using it to fund hedges in the parking lot, which is all one word, and buy pork barrels for the hockey team. So there's going to be a total recall on next Tuesday. I'm sorry. Are you trying to be Douglas Adams with this writing? Are you trying to provide some witty British humor and political satire? Because you're failing hard. If anything, it sounds like you're ripping off an episode of South Park.
Pork barrels? Who in the... You mean there's bacon made of barrels? Or barrels made of bacon?
Maybe barrels filled with pork. I don't know. Pork barrels for the hockey team. Talk about randomness. You know, again, if this was a completely different story, that might have been a little funny quip on, you know, the sad history of politicians spending taxpayers' money for completely useless stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this commentary was much, much better delivered in Sam and Max Hit the Road when we had such things as the world's largest ball of twine.
Yes.
To emphasize the celebratory aspect of American society about completely worthless and stupid things.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
that's just.
Let's just continue. We have a whole chapter to get through.
The class knew that Camden was hungry for power and food. Who the heck is Camden?
Oh, no.
Wait, no. Who the heck is that Camden? Because it's a whole name.
Okay, so there's two people with similar names, Camden and that Camden.
He was hungry for power and food. But wow, who would have guessed he's Nixonix?
Nixonix?
And who would be drafted? Is Nixonix? I'm sorry. Is that a 90s techno album?
Gosh, I have no idea what to say other than it sounds like as if it's the first ever recall of a Sonic fan character.
Okay. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1
Okay, let's carry on.
Best rendition of Megalovania with the ones. Yes, if you couldn't tell, yet another endless line of ones.
Yes.
Samus was on her way out of school from another day of MHS when she heard a sketch voice echo down the corridor. Psst. She even botched the psst.
Yeah, with an extra S.
Hello, Samus warded off spirits, but it wasn't a spirit. It was only Trace. Who the hell is Trace?
He was in the last chapter, I think.
How would I remember that?
I don't know, I just remember the name Trace for some reason. Samus, the game dude, was black hacking into Power School, and he noticed this problem with your history. And the D...
What kind of slang is this? Yo, the game dude was black hacking into Power School, man. The freaking hell is this?
Okay, black hacking, Power School, his problem with the D.
I wouldn't see dialogue. This cretin in an episode of The Boom Crew.
Oh gosh.
Trace intonated. Normally, Samus would have frecked from the breach of Second Amendment. The amendment that allows you to have guns. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with this context.
Yeah, I knew she said she was gonna put political stuff in this, but not to this extent.
Okay, she's being adding completely out of place remarks about law and civil rights since the end of the previous chapter, if you recall.
Yeah.
I don't get any of this. Wasn't there a romance at some point? Wasn't there cholera at some point? Cholera pregnancy or some shit like that.
There should be, but apparently it doesn't exist now.
But she knew that Trace was a man of fine points. Yes, look at his profile. He has a really pointy nose.
Okay, so it was the right for people to keep and bear arms. That's what it was.
Yeah, so it was about guns.
Yeah.
So what does the amendment about firearms have to do with any of this?
Is she saying she would have shot him in the face?
What are you getting to? Samus cut the cheese. I wish she had said Samus cut the cheese.
Yes, I was hoping for that too. Anyway. Hasty girl, hasty. It's Popeye if he was younger, but he was a teen. Hasty girl, hasty.
Okay. Apparently this Popeye is a bit Romanian.
Yeah, I'm trying to try and keep going.
Trace smiled with a grin. Oh god. Trace redundant with a redundancy.
The thing is that the game dude now formed an exploratory commission, and we've decided that you would be a possible candidate to lead the school in the total recall, and if you win, then...
You should do the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, actually, since we are mentioning total recall more than one time so far.
Oh, God.
Trace left the rest up to Samus's imagination.
The power of imagination.
A imagination you have. Samus had never thought about policy and governmental duty. Are you sure? Because she just mentioned the Second Amendment. Before, but this was an intrigue because she remembered the new A clause from the news this morning and knew that if she didn't get an A somehow, that she'd have to take a fifth or suffer the consequence. That is the sound of my brain farting. It's not a loud sound. It's more like one of those deadly but silent farts, you know?
Yes.
You don't hear them, but you smell them up until tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd rather not think about that.
That's my brain right now. Okay, so where was I?
Oh. Yeah, more like ill.
Oh. I'll think about it.
Dad.
Samus non-committed. Okay, what is with this author and making up verbs as she goes? Like that. That's not funny. That's not cute. That makes me want to kill a kitten.
Well, she did say before she was going to avoid using the word said.
You know, there exists a magical place, Samus. A magical world. A world full of synonyms. And you can use them to mean the exact same word without repeating said exact word, making your writing so much better and richer. The magnificent world of synonyms. Haven't you studied special English to learn some synonyms?
Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm losing it.
Yes, we are. You're losing it too early. We can do this. You can get through this chapter. It's just one for you, and then I have to suffer with the next one.
Oh my gosh. Samus non-committed, but secretly everyone knew the realities.
Realties? Is it like the real Z's, but real, more realer?
It's like royalties, except they just got real. It was going to be an election, but would there be an insurrection? That is the dumbest use of a title drop I've ever seen.
Yes. Oh gosh, that was so terrible.
Okay,
I had to ruin this for you folks, but there's another pile of ones that we have to walk over.
One.
Sorry about this, folks. He's always like this when he sees ones. It's kind of his thing right now.
This is the Spider Dance theme, also from Undertale.
Yeah.
I am on an Undertale streak with these ones. So every time there is a line of ones, I'm going to hum an iconic Undertale's theme using the ones. Because let's do that. Why not? Why the hell not? The next day, school started. Oh my gosh, commas! Where are all the commas? The next day, school started. Samus had already cleansed her mind, and her decision was clear.
Oh, that's a cover.
Finally. But first, she had to choose to go to a party. Don't you mean joining a party? It's not that kind of party. Do you know what a party is? It's not the party you're thinking of. You know, it's not a synonym, because it's the same word, but in this context it means something different. She knew from school news that Republicans like to kill trees. Oh God.
Keep going.
But she liked dress, so she became democratic. That is the best kind of thoughtful mindset to join a party. Really.
Oh, but I like Tress. She was nice to me.
I'm actually not drinking water.
Okay, Amy's talking.
I'm not drinking water right now. I'm drinking liquid gray matter to replenish my own.
Yes, to replenish the gray cells. Okay.
So.
Welcome to the Democrat caucus. Caucus?
The Democrat caucus.
I know the point cause, but
I cannot do this. Welcome to this is a tour de force right now. We're having this moment, by the way.
This is a moment we're having, yes.
Okay, welcome to the Democrat caucus. Invited Amy to everyone because she was the leader woman. That's not a real word. The leader woman of the Democrats in school committee. And she could run meetings and primaries. Oh, she can run entire primaries, not win them, run them. Because that's how politics work. Meetings and primaries, and was also a speaker in school senate. Your school as a senate.
I'm starting to feel like this school is not a school right now. Well, not a legal one anyway.
And this fanfiction has completely lost sight of what it once was.
The reality has been... No, wait. The realties have been broken.
Oh my. Oh. And in the process, I lost my point. Oh, there it is. And was also a speaker in school senate, as dumb as it sounds, but no one cares about student council, so whatever. So why are you even mentioning it? It's you.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I just got a bit lost in your madness then. Okay, today is when we choose who will run for president. So if there are nominations, now's the time to commit. Offer. Samus and Ridley Forever 2006, Chan. You were so close to having a coherent sentence. Almost.
Not really. Today is when is not a good English.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying close-ish.
Advocated Amy. There were heads that rolled. Holy crud! This is the insurrection part, I guess. They're literally beheading the students in this insurrection. They are taking their heads and planting them atop spikes to warn their enemies.
No, Madhog, it's much worse. The balls, they are the heads of the Democrats.
This is some Game of Thrones shite. Right here.
No, good lord.
There were heads that rolled! But in the end, the people made decisions. Well, with everyone dead...
Okay. I nominate T1. Juan.
And it's Tio Juan.
That's what I said, Juan.
No, you always forget to emphasize the
Hey.
hey.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen and Doris said.
Wait, it gets worse.
Oh, I see. Ellen and Doris said her favorite boyfriend. Because she has an harem, an entire harem right now.
Yeah, and she deems which one is her most favorite based on what personality she wants to stroke her, whatever is in her head right now.
Honestly, I just thought she favored Tio Juan because he has a Spanish name. Exactly. Some people laughed at his name.
Hey, don't laugh at the name. No one laughs at Tijuana.
At his name, but they were kicked out of the party because of anti-immigration. Oh, for crying out loud! Commentary! Mother freaking commentary, everybody!
It's not very good kind. It's just slap you.
No, it's absolute utter fountains of feces.
It's basically it's taking the pants down and slaps you in the face with it. Okay, are there other nominees?
Amy wondered aloud to the community.
Even the builders, apparently. Who was Adam last time?
You, probably.
I nominate Samus.
Adam Malkovich.
Malkovich?
Apparently, John Malkovich is a verb now. Who the funk? He and Samus were almost going out, so this was a show-in.
A shoe-in?
A shoe-in? A.N. This is before Samus and Ridley met, so don't freak out. He is not forgotten, okay? He seems pretty forgotten right now, if you ask me.
I'm freaking out here! Ridley's not in this chapter, and Samus is going out with another boy!
You know, in between Samus going out with her mortal nemesis, who happens to be a space monster, and Samus going out with what essentially is supposedly her father figure, it's hard to tell what's creepier.
Okay, that closes the nomination, so it's time to
Then
rock
again-
the votes.
Then again, Metroid Other M does not count.
Okay, let me say this again because this is funny. Okay, that closes the nomination, so it's time to rock the votes.
If only primary elections could be decided so simply and quickly in the span of 5 minutes, as opposed to that multimedia circus that goes on for several months.
Yeah, everyone their grandmother in the world has to know about. Okay,
Amy used MTV language.
what do you mean MTV? You mean The Rock, bud?
Yeah, no.
No, that doesn't count as MTV language. I don't think even MTV language would want to be caught dead with being insinuated with this language that you speak of.
Actually, this is fairly above the average intelligence of shows like TRL. So,
Okay, so who's saying
like-
that? Okay, so how Caucasus... wait, let me see this again. Caucasus work is that...
what the heck? What are Caucasus? Caucasus? How am I supposed to read this?
So how Caucasus work is that candidates stand in corners and then people walk over and whoever has more people wins and is nominated.
Yeah, that works in elementary grade school.
Yeah.
Amy explained to multitudes. When she gave the signal, people walked over to the corners for Samus or Tio Juan. Ta-dan. It's obligatory to have the ta-dan.
Yeah.
It was really close it, the
Clo-
beginning.
Close seat.
The beginning. But near the end, more people went to Samus because not everyone was too keen on having a Mexico president, and plus Samus was kind of hot. I think that kind of summarizes politics with an inadvertent amount of poignancy.
Yeah.
Still, I cannot believe I just read that.
Yes, I can't believe it either.
A Mexico president, by the way. Like the entire nation of Mexico.
Thank you, voters, and con...
I mean, okay, yes, Mexico, the rejected Italia character. Why don't we have a Mexico in Italia? Jesus Christ. No, I'm referencing Italia. My brain has gone numb.
I think Italia might be better than this right now.
No! I hate Italia so much.
I know you do, but you know what? I take that over this right now.
Yeah, it's up there, but not quite.
Okay.
honestly.
Thank you, voters, and congratulations
You have completed a great game.
to Samus Aran, who will now be voted at the Total Recall.
What's a one-liner from Total Recall?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. It's been so long.
Something, give them back the air. Something. Anyway, Total Recall, third time it's nominated. That's not a coincidence anymore.
No. I think it's basically now description because there's even though there's no closing of the quotations here.
Yeah, I can see that. So you should continue reading it.
All right then. Everyone pledged delegates to the football queen, even Tijuan, because he was still friends and a Democrat.
Oh, if only Democrats were so friendly with each other in real life.
Yes.
Well, not so much as Democrats as the people voting Democrats.
Yes.
You know, Bernie Sanders is winning these elections! Shut up! Shut up! No, Hillary Clinton clearly is. The media decided that, not the people! Yeah, and all that, and everything.
Yeah. Samus had won the Democrats, but what about the election?
Yes, what about the insurrection? I mean, the election. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. That was the King Dream or boss battle.
Right then, that's good to know.
Right. For the rest of the day, Samus was congratulated by people in the school, except not everyone, because Republicans were not quite as keen on Iranian policies. Iranian policies, it's a thing.
Iranian policies.
We don't even know them yet, and people are already not keen on Iranian policies. Before the day was over, Trace and Amy wanted to have a word with the candidate. Already corruption in politics. This is already happening.
Good job on the nomination, but here's the deal.
Is the deal right? Amy began with a sentence.
The election is going to be a tough one, but you're going to have some help in one word.
Trace and
I will be your campaign managers because I can help out with Democrat votes, and Trace can use underground connections to help with election tolls. Are you saying you're gonna rig the votes?
Oh boy. Amy finished up as Trace nodded with a slyful grin, which is in quotations, so it's actually a dialogue line.
Yeah, but the quotation mark is just floating there. Just after a space.
I cannot do this anymore. I'm so tired. I'm already finished.
Okay. Alright.
Sentence.
Yeah, Samus is next.
Okay. This is good, but who am I up against? Samus pondered as she awaited results from her stuffers.
At lunch, the Republicans had their primary. And Captain Falcon was chosen as the victor.
What?
No!
What?
Bullshit! I'm calling bullshit!
Yeah. Is this Smash Brothers Brawl now?
More like Smash Brothers debate elections.
So, Brawl. It's the same thing, really. Oh my god. Imagine if Smash Brothers was actually a political debate instead of a fighting game.
Yeah, can you imagine Mario going like, I'd like to go for that we should ban all furry animals from entering our country.
And then Fox McCloud is like, now wait a minute. Now wait just a minute, pal. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
This is so bad. This is so bad. This is
giving me terrible thoughts.
This is exhausting. Trace slyly foxed. Speaking of foxes, Ellen and Samus were not pleased at the news and reflected it with their demeanors. Captain Falcon was very popular because he punched things and faces.
He got the job done and says what everyone's thinking.
Is Captain Falcon Donald Trump now?
No.
Captain Falcon was very popular because he was the captain of the track team with a car and held every record, even some that were made up just for him. Sounds like Captain Falcon, all right?
Yeah.
Some people said that he cheated by using a race car instead of running.
We were joking.
What do you mean about some say he cheated? If he used a race car, it should be pretty evident.
I don't think you can slyly just sneak that past anybody.
I just made a joke, and the story just made it canon. I don't love race car, stop running. But his parents had shitloads of money, so they paid judges, and everyone was okay.
Yeah, just the judges. And everyone's okay with it once the judges arrived.
Also, we are missing a period. We're missing a Steve.
Yes,
Again.
I think Steve wanted out of this fanfiction.
Oh, gosh.
It's time for strategy.
Let's all go play this guy instead of reading this.
Yes.
Amy began the plan.
Okay, so Captain Falcon will probably try use money to win.
Captain Falcon uses money bags. It's super effective.
Oh, I was trying to think of something witty to say in Captain Falcon-like way, but I can't think of anything.
Sometimes you just have to go with your gut feeling, otherwise the moment will pass.
Yeah. But if we speak with truth and say what's right, people will vote. It's not working for Bernie Sanders.
You just had to twist the knife in the wound.
It's in my. It's really in me right now. God,
Can we talk about the political situation of a country that's not the United States?
Let's see. Britain had a crap one where everyone was evil, essentially. So we had the shit deal.
Good. The political situation in Italy is that we have way too many individual parties from both the left side, the right side, the center left, the center right, and the dead center sides. Basically, gnawing at each other's throats. So most of every time somebody gets a majority of votes and a majority of parties, it always means that by the sheer number of parties we have, there's never a foolproof, solid government.
Wow.
And it's been like that for the past 20 years. Also Berlusconi.
You're right.
Mostly Berlusconi. Anyway, so yes,
Amy.
yeah, let's proceed with that.
Amy optimized, it says here.
I completely lost my point.
You know it. You're just one paragraph at the before the ones.
No. Amy optimized. Oh, jeez. Trace wasn't so positive because of experience in shady smoker room deals. Good. But he knew that Samus had a shot, except there were Republicans everywhere, and it'd be a tough one. Republicans everywhere.
Oh my god, they're all saying that fish and men can coexist in peace.
Republicans say that?
Well, George W. Bush did during one of his speeches.
Oh. Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, George W. Bush, after he was elected, had the worst speeches, like bringing up penguins and such. It was gloriously hilarious, but also very worrying at the time.
And now we can see why.
Anyway, let's carry on.
Elections had been close, but in the end, someone always won. But would it be Samus?
This is the second time we've had this sort of ending before the ones.
You might have noticed that I'm drinking a lot during this recording.
Because he needs to have it for his brain.
No, because in between reading all this nonsense and commenting vehemently about this nonsense, my throat and my mouth gets dry so fast you wouldn't believe it. It's the Sahara Desert up in here.
Don't worry, I believe you on that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I got this.
Do prepare us.
One. the final boss, True Pacifist Mode, Phase 1.
Right then.
Over the week before the election, there were many DLCs and campaigns. What do you mean by deal? I still don't get it.
Yeah, I don't
Captain Falcon used this money like everyone thought and bought ads that smeared across the intercom. One even said that Samus did you know what with a lobbyist? For everyone unclear. Oh, please explain to us what a lobbyist is. For everyone unclear, lobbyists wait around in the lobby of Congress and buy drinks and tickets for senators so they vote for high gas prices and less trees. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Are you nuts? Are you freaking nuts?
I think this person is tree hugger right now. She turned from, highly uninfused, uninterested, cool girl that's not bothered about anyone else's problems and turned into, I love the trees, man.
I miss Tree Hugger.
Well, she wasn't cameoed in one episode as an art piece.
Oh yeah, they were doing oh gosh, no. Oh no, they were doing the My Little Pony equivalent of nude painting.
Yeah.
Except ponies are already in the nude, usually, so that joke was completely out of place.
You know what? That joke would have been better if she was actually wearing lots and lots of clothes.
That would have been funny.
Anyway, let's carry on.
Luckily, Samus was a Democrat, so people knew she wasn't into that shit. Oh yes, because Democrats are such incorruptible people, are they?
Yeah. It's not. I mean, I'm too easy. I'm not gonna do it.
Devar, did you or did you not have sex with that woman?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Ah, so you admit you're gay?
Both.
Okay. It was a bumpy roar. It was a bumpy roar, but it was time for the debate. Okay, cue in a Shmoyoho song. Rapist, I like Mexicans the Rapist. That's a funny song from the Shmoyoho channel. You should listen to that.
You could be the next president.
Yes, they are the guys who made the amazing Titanic music video of John Tron.
They are quite good. They're quite lovely music.
They made such clever stuff using voice synthesizers and auto-tunes.
Yeah.
It's great. Anyway. Okay. Welcome to the 72 Memorial Debates. Meaning we are going to have 72 debates in a row.
Wow.
Are you made of stupid? Principal Yokoi kicked off the dramatics. Everyone knows the candidates, and now it's time to hear about the issues.
Okay, Silux, the first question is for you, Mr. Falcon.
Journalized Silux, whom I don't know.
I don't know either.
The president of the class newspaper.
What are your feelings about global warming?
Okay, I have a flashback for the very beginning of the story, chapter 2, in which Ridley casually talks about world politics with Samus. You know what that was? That was
foreshadowing.
That was Chekhov's gun. You see it, so you expect it to be used at some point during the story. And there it is, in all of its glory, the gun, shooting our brain cells down.
Okay.
Okay. Global warming, you say? I'll be Captain Falcon if you don't mind.
Yeah, you'd be for Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon cooled with a simmering snap. My real question is, what are you feeling about global warming? Falcon sleaze-stepped the issues. Classic strategy of turning questions into other questions, and then answering them.
Yeah.
All the Republicans cheered because they were too stupid to understand that Falcon had not answered questions and was only sucking his guts. You know, this political satire seems a bit one-sided.
Yeah.
You're starting to sound less like somebody who knows what he's talking about and more like Michael Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Falcon. Dr. Samus! How do you feel about the World War III? Wait, we're having this? Are we having World War III? So much things wrong with the sentence.
Silax discretionized. All eyes were on Samus as she formulated her position, but she remained cucumber cool and answered, "War has changed. War is not the option. Otacon, war is not the option. But if it's necessary, then it must happen for people." It must happen for people.
War must happen for people.
War. What is it good for? It's good for you. It's good for me.
Suddenly, everyone who's had war is in bed smoking cigars. Yeah, because that was a great war, apparently.
Oh, yeah. The bombing at the very end. Ooh.
Oh, those screams. I can tell you were really into it. Oh my gosh, we're terrible people.
No, it's the fanfiction that's terrible.
It's making us into terrible.
We are victims of up and stance. Anyway. Many people clapped except for the Falcon Republicans. The Falcon Republicans! Who were too stupid to know about wars. Are you sure you know what Republicans do?
I don't think she does. Thank you, everyone. That concludes the debate. And it's it's Yokoi, I think.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes the debate, and it is time to choose the candidates. But remember, not to choose popular people, and only who you heart is after. Which is usually the popular guy because you like them, and therefore they are popular. So what you just said makes no fucking sense. Yokoi Disney channeled.
Disney channeled, as in channeled Disney right through him.
Yokoi Disney channeled, but everyone knew that people would vote for the populists. I thought there was only Democrats and Republicans. What's this populist shenanigans?
I just thought she was trying to say for the popular one.
But who was the most?
It's again.
This is the third time. The third time a paragraph ends with a dumbass questions, as if find out next episode.
And guess what? It's coming right now. Final set of ones for you.
Okay. I've got this.
Okay, you got this. You can do it.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1
The cacophony of ones, everybody.
Flowey boss fight. The votes were just about to be tallied, and Samus was taking a walk through halls when she heard a strange rumbling, bumbling noise from the boiler room. I wonder what could that be? She investigated as she opened the door and was shocked to find an exclamation point. Okay, now, what did she find for realsies? A political machine! What? What? What is a political machine? Is it the metaphorical machine of politics? Or a literal machine?
Okay, let me see here. Haha! You caught us trying to rig votes with a copying machine!
Oh, it's a copying machine. Why did you call it a political machine then?
I'm trying to figure that out.
This is so stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever read in my life. This is stupider than my Immortal.
Oh gosh.
Snaked up Captain Falcon and the X Factor Candon, don't you mean that Candon? Who were joined with other Republicans. They looked serious, but Samus was too. Yes! Unacceptable!
Unacceptable?
Yes, unacceptable.
That's a new word.
Oh,
it's a special word.
It's a special English word. No, it isn't. This isn't English. Samus furied as she began to use jitsu signs and stances, but Candon summoned bodyguards with magic.
What?
Who was it? Cried and his gang. Luckily, Samus knew Kung Fu. Luckily, Samus was used to fighting these losers, so she took them all out with her techniques and attacks, and soon they were piled on the floors.
Yeah, she used her Rasengan and the cloning jutsu.
Yes, and all of the secret techniques from the Okuto school. You're already dead, and all that.
You may have defeated idiots, but what about me?
Captain Falcon punched! This is Smash Brothers, isn't it?
It's political brothers right now.
Political brothers brawl. Captain Falcon punched Samus, but she dodged, and Damas Falcon fell out of the window. He punched so hard.
Wait, so he fell out the window from punching it? I see it now. He goes like, Falcon, fire!
Falcon,
Yeah, pretty much that.
Candon ran away because he didn't want to get caught, but Whole Monitor Noxus jailed him for conspiracies against the populace. And what about Samus? What about freaking Samus?
Samus will live.
Samus will return.
Oh my god.
Congratulation. No. Congratulation, President Aran. Principal Yokoi inaugurated Samus to be to the presidency, and there were many cheers among the crowd, even a few rhinos who were sorta like Democrats.
What, for the Donkey Kong rhinos?
Everyone was going well, but right as Samus signed the articles and was about to enact the A clause... Oh yeah, because she became president because she wanted an A in history.
Yeah, she wanted the A instead of the D.
A clause, a voice could be heard over the announcer.
Hello to the people of the school. It is I, Emperor Falcon. I have taken over the office, and I am now the president of the school.
When did that happen? You fell down a window, you... How?
Did he fall out the window into the office?
I guess the window had a wormhole linking to the office or something. Principal Yokoi was befuzzled. Okay, here's a suggestion. Don't try to use words you clearly don't know how to write. But he was a bozo cop. He was a bozo cop and didn't even know what to do. The bar? Yeah. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm just amazed at this bozo cop.
The school was under siege.
Under siege? As in we have...
No, don't say it.
As in, I was going to say, the sage and parsley.
My first order of business is that Samus Aran, who thinks she is president of class, is arrested for treason against the Falcon government.
The government doesn't work like this.
The captain hardlined, as you could hear, cried, and gang members in the background snacking and snickering at the situation. When she's arrested, she is to be killed and displayed for public appeal. I was joking earlier with the Game of Thrones references. I was joking. Now this is happening. I was making a joke. No.
This is all. This is a side swing of something.
Samus' eyes narrowed. She may have won the election, but would she win the insurrection? But what about Samus? Oh no, wait. The Metroid High School election was over. The Metroid Civil War had just begun. Captain Aran Civil War.
But would Samus win the war?
But what about Samus? No.
It's taking all my power right now to stop all my brain cells from leaving the house.
Okay, this chapter was so much concentrated idiocy that it pretty much rivals the quasi-entirety of my Immortal, and I do not say that lightly.
It seems to be on equal ground for me on the stupidity.
Oh my gosh!
Just a different flavor.
This is one of the most exhausting chapters I had to slug through.
Just because of all the political bullcrud.
And nonsensically structured sentences to boot.
Okay, speaking of non-structured.
Author's notes. Okay, I wrote that in a huff, so I'm sorry if there was spelling mistakes. Screw you! Screw you!
You're gonna double that screw you when you read the next part.
Or grammar bad. Grammar bad? But I do the best I can. I don't want to know what your worst is.
Yeah.
I hope next chapter isn't a year like last one, but things happen. You know, when you take time from your story and you return after a while with the gift of insight, you should be a bit more mature and wiser than you were before. And then you write this new chapter, and it's far worse than everything you wrote before. Something is wrong.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this.
But things happen in life, and you never know. Until next time, live you, love, and prosper. I watched Star Wars this weekend.
No!
That is a
Star Trek!
That is a Star Trek reference, you utter moron!
You butchered Star Trek reference with the Star Wars.
I watched Star Wars this weekend. I can't wait for the new one with Matt Damon. Not a shrieky, but Damon's hot. What are you talking about?
I no ideas.
What the hell are you talking about? Matt Damon? What?
Let me see. Was he in?
No, it's not Matt Damon. Don't look it up. It's wrong.
Because I've never seen that movie, so. Well, definitely can't be him.
Oh, you don't say. Oh my god. It's the final chapter.
It's the final chapter.
It is your turn to suffer for our sins.